It is dark and it is gloomy and rainy outside, which means two things. One, this video is going to have atrocious lighting. I apologise. Two, autumn is on the way. I love summer. I am a summer gal. It's my favourite season. I love sunny days. I love the sun. It just makes me happy. There is a reason there is a sun tattooed on my body. I just love it. However, I do also love autumn. I love the coziness of autumn. I love just the general vibe that autumn brings with it. So I am really looking forward to autumn. I'm not quite ready to say goodbye to summer yet, but I am excited for the autumnal days and it looks like they are on their way. Anyway, today is also exciting because we're going to be drawing my October TBR. October is spooky season, it is horror season, it is witchy season, it's autumnal vibes in all the books I read season. I'm so excited. I don't obviously have to exclusively read horror only in October, and I do try to read it throughout the year. However, I kind of forget sometimes and mostly focus on it in October, which means October is an exciting month for me because horror is a genre I'm slowly discovering more and more of, and I'm really enjoying doing that. I'm actually going horror book shopping next week, so I'm probably going to be buying more books to read in October. It's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot to read. I'm really looking forward to it, but today we are drawing my October Fictionary TBR. The only book I have to get onto my TBR this month, and it is not horror, is our Patreon book club pick for September and October, and that is Days at the Morisaki Bookshop, and this is by Satoshi Yagasawa. I'm really looking forward to reading this. It looks really good. Obviously not at all horror related, and I probably should have got to it in September. I don't really know if I have time to still get to it in September, but I had a lot going on this month, so, well, last month by the time you're watching this. I don't know, when are you watching this? It's currently September when I'm filming it, but anyway, I had a lot going on, so I didn't quite have time to get to this. If you would like to join in on the discussion for this is available to anyone in the Rivendell tier upwards, and there is still plenty of time because this is our book club pick for October as well as September. Anyway, let's go through what Fictionary is. This is Fictionary. You are probably very familiar with this by now. It is inspired by Pictionary. There are 5 different categories dotted around this board. We have people and places, appearance, title, any book, and difficult. Each of these have different prompts underneath them, of which I will pick 5 different books. Pertaining to each prompt, I have 1 minute to do so. If I fail to do so, I have a forfeit card to draw instead. So that is Fictionary. I am very excited to hopefully draw some good horror onto this TBR and obviously get my Patreon book club pick on there as well. Before we do pick my Fictionary TBR, I have a very exciting sponsor for today's video. I do have to get changed quickly before I tell you about them though. It's Oodie! I love Oodie so much. And as we are entering into the colder months, it is the perfect time to tell you all about them. Look at this beautiful green tie-dye Oodie I have been sent. I got sent this a couple of months ago, and obviously we have been in the warmer months, but anytime I have felt a little bit of chill in the evening, I have been wearing this. It is so warm and so cozy and so perfect. Look, like, can you see? Look how soft that looks. These are so soft and cozy. It is literally like wearing a cloud. They're machine washable, they're vegan and cruelty free. You can fit a book in the pocket. Hang on, let me show you. Okay, ready? Book, pocket. I mean, like, hang on, how many books can you fit in the pocket? Okay, I just picked 4 books from my shelf of varying sizes. Can we fit them in? There's already 1 book in here. Can we fit 5 books in the pocket of this Oodie? Okay, we can fit 5 books. Dare I say it, there's room for like at least 5 more on the other side because these are kind of just sat on one side of the pocket. The pocket is huge. It is huge. I just love Oodie, okay? They're great. They have some fun designs that don't fade over time. I love the fact that you can just throw it in the washing machine and it just is still fresh. Everything about it, it's great. I have a discount code for you if you would like to receive $35 off the entire range. Use my code BooksNest35. There is a link down below to the website as well. Just go check them out. Do yourselves a favour. It's getting colder. You need this. Also, hang on, wait. Look at the hood. It's just the best, okay? Can't emphasize it enough. It's a good look. I feel soft, cozy, and warm. It's perfect. Okay, now I've got 5 books in my pocket. Let's go pick my Fictionary October TBR. Okay, roll number 1. We have got 3. 1, 2, 3. Starting with a difficult. We're starting with difficult. Yay! We have got prompt number 1. I have 1 minute to find this book, if the camera wants to focus, to tell you what it is. We've got our first prompt, which is difficult. Okay, here we go. 500 pages. Okay, that's fine. We'll do that. We've got that. Right, 500 pages. We're just going straight to my horror section because why the hell not? Now, there is one that I've got that is very chunky. definitely over 500 pages. It is Imaginary Friend by Stephen Chbosky, which I would really like to read this. Do we go for this? I'm just going to throw this right on there because it's fitting the prompt. This is huge. This is way over 500 pages. This is over 800 pages, but I really want to read it. The reviews say it's scary. It sounds scary. There's some kind of an imaginary friend situation. A family or a mother and son have moved. I don't really know. Yeah, they've moved, and there's something weird happening. No one can explain it, and it's something that will change them forever. I love it when things are suggestive. I find that the scariest, and then maybe there's a reveal right at the end. Maybe it's still suggestive. I like that. I think I like that. I do want a conclusion, but I do like the area of suggestion around things and that kind of build up of the creepiness. I think this has that, and it is huge. So we're going to chuck that on the TBR because this is fairly new to my TBR, and I would really, really like to get to it before it becomes too daunting because of the size. Roll number 2. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you kidding me? Okay. This is actually my last difficult prompt, which shows how many times I have drawn difficult in the time of playing this game. I need to refresh my prompts a little bit, I know that, and I know I say that a lot as well, but this is roll number 2, a classic. A classic. And a horror. Haha. Okay, let's go back to my horror shelves. I don't know what's gonna fit this, I'm not gonna lie. So this is the bulk of my horror. Like, I have some littered about. Immediately I'm thinking possibly We Have Always Lived in the Castle. I read The Haunting of Hill House last year and that was really good. The Exorcist, I mean, the film's classed as a classic. Is the book classed as a classic? I don't know. I've read Something Wicked, This Way Comes. I haven't read The Women in Black. Could that be classed as a classic? Oh, do you know what, actually? Can The Shining go down as a classic yet? Are we claiming that as a classic? I think this is literally modern classics. This literally says that on it. We're going to go for this. And also, smaller size balances out what I've already picked. Okay, we've gone for Shirley Jackson's We Have Always Lived in the Castle. It's very tiny. I mean, look at the size comparisons of these two. This is for classic. It literally says modern classic on the side of it. I need to write some more difficult prompts. Donna Tartt says it's her greatest book. Neil Gaiman says an amazing writer. This one is actually horror, isn't it? I'm just kind of assuming it is because The Haunting of Hill House was, and I'm pretty sure that Shirley Jackson just generally write horror. Yeah, living in the Blackwood family home with only her sister Constance and her uncle Julian for company, Merricat just wants to preserve their delicate way of life, but ever since Constance was acquitted of murdering the rest of the family, the world isn't leaving the Blackwoods alone. When cousin Charles arrives armed with overtures of friendship and a desperate need to get into the safe, Merricat must do everything in her power to protect the remaining family. In her final greatest novel, Shirley Jackson draws into a dark and unsettling world of family rivalry, suspense, and exquisite black comedy. It doesn't sound necessarily like it is strictly a horror, as more of like maybe thriller aspect. I don't know, but I'm excited. So these are the two on my TBR at the moment. I think if I roll difficult again, I'm gonna have to re-roll because I literally don't have any more difficult to pick from. Okay, anything but difficult would be great. 2, 1, 2, people and places. Okay, roll number 3, people and places. We have got feminist lead. There's got to be a chunk of horrors with feminist leads. Let's go have a look. Okay, if people are screaming at me right now with specific ones, I'm sorry. But okay, right, these are what we've got. These are what we've got. What do I think might have a feminist lead? I would really like to try and get Uzumaki onto the TBR if I can, actually. That one I'm really looking forward to. The Amityville Horror, my mum said, really scared her, and that's why I've got this very battered copy. I don't know if it's going to have a feminist lead or not. Maybe Katrina Ward? It's difficult to know if a lead is feminist or not, to be honest. Oh, I don't know. This is one of those prompts where I need to read the book to know. I'm running out of time. The Book of Accidents. What's this? Nathan Longo. Maddie saw something she shouldn't have. She's trying to remember lost trauma by making haunting sculptures. Okay. Maybe that. I ran out of time. Okay, that was actually quite difficult. I don't think either of these are right at all. I just plucked them off the shelves. I don't even know. I didn't even properly read the blurb of this one. I just had them in my hands when the timer stopped. I think I might have to pick a forfeit card for this because I don't actually, again, I've had this with other prompts. I don't know what the main character is going to be like. I'm not sure. That's a silly prompt. I thought it was a good prompt. I guess if you specifically know that that is what the focus of the book is about, then it works, but in this situation it doesn't, so I'm going to draw a forfeit card. Right, forfeit card. Take 2 extra goes. I don't mind that, you know. I don't mind that with this TBR. Right, okay. So I'll just go. I'm confused now. How many more rolls? I've got 2 books. I was going to need 3 more books. Do I now need 4 or 5 more books? Do I include that? I take 2 extra goes, so I need 5 more books. So it should have been a 5-book TBR and now it's going to be a 7-book TBR. Okay, right. I do 5 more rolls. I don't know why that was difficult to work out. Roll number something. I don't know anymore. 1. Appearance. Right, for appearance, we know I'm just going to go straight to my horror shelves. Cover you hate. I'm sure I can find some horror with a cover. In fact, actually, hang on a sec. This is right next to me because I picked it up for the other one. I don't like this cover. This is just a very battered book in general. I got it online for cheaps because I couldn't find it anywhere else. So that's this. I'm doing it. That was an easy pick. The Amityville Horror by Jay Anson. What my mum says is a terrifying book. So hopefully it lives up to expectations. I want to be scared. If you've been on this journey with me for a while, you know I'm looking for a book that will give me the fear. So hopefully this is one that can. Okay, I don't even know what roll we're on anymore. Like book number 4 is about to be picked. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Title. Right, here is the title prompt. Similar vibe to your current read. So from this prompt, this is about the title only, not about the actual plot of the book. So I'm currently reading Madam by Phoebe Wynne, which is a dark academia, so I could have gone down that route if it was for plot, not title, but Madam, I feel like that kind of gives me some options as to picking books with titles in them, maybe? I don't know what's on my horror shelves anymore. Let's go back to the horror section and have a look. Okay, we want something with a title in it that is not something I have already read. The Woman in Black, kind of title-y. I haven't read that yet. But I don't know if I want to put that on the TBR. I'm not really sure. Maybe just anything that kind of gives a similar vibe to the word Madam will also do. I don't know what that would be. Oh, I would really like to get The Cabin at the End of the World on there as well. Battle Royale, that would be great to get on. There's so many I want to fit on this TBR. Is it going to have to be The Woman in Black? I'm running out of time. I can't see anything that I haven't already read that I think would work for that prompt. So I think I am going to have to go with The Woman in Black, which is a pain to get out of the shelf, so hang on, bear with. Actually also really dislike the cover of this one. This is the film cover with Daniel Radcliffe on the front of it. Love Daniel Radcliffe. Not such a fan of this cover. But this is The Woman in Black by Susan Hill. I have had this one on my TBR for a long time. I think this is my mum's very red edition. So hopefully this one does the fear for me. The reason I picked this is because Madam was the title of my current read, and The Woman in Black, kind of woman, Madam, I'm having it, okay? This is, I don't even know, book number 4. We have 3 books left to pick, right? Oh, I'm so confused. Yeah, 3 books. Why is this confusing me so much? I don't even know what roll this is anymore. 2. Any book, yay! This is going on the TBR, any book. I'm having the days at the Murasaki bookshop because I need to know that this is on the TBR. So, prompt, roll, no, book, God, book number 5, 2 books, 2 rolls left to go. Okay, 2 left. 3, 1, 2, 3, title again. Roll, book number 6, I don't even know anymore. Title contains a colour. What, like The Woman in Black? I love it when that happens. Okay, well, let's go. We know where we're going. Just back to the horror shelf. We should all just be becoming very familiar with these shelves now. Colour, something with a colour in the title. I really want to get The Shining on this TBR and I just don't think it's going to happen. Any of these ones? I've read White Smoke, otherwise that would be perfect. That's a really good book as well. Good, yes, great. Definitely seeing lots of books with colours in the title. Oh my god, do I even have any within this genre? I mean, obviously this is just kicking me for sticking within this genre, but I can't see any. Oh no. I can't see any. I've got 10 seconds. Is there anything? Anything with a colour? Nope. I want The Shining. Make The Shining work. I've run out of time. We're on our second forfeit of this TBR. This is just a mess. Here's the forfeit card. Read your prompt. Okay, so I pick a different prompt from the title section. That's not horrendous. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, attempt number 2 at the title prompt. Title starts with a vowel. That's still not gonna be The Shining. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Oh my god, guess where we are again. Wow. Oh my god, what a shock. Who knew? Oh my god. Okay, what do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Oh, we have Uzumaki. Yes, yes, I'm having it. I'm claiming it. It's always good when it lines up with a book that you really want to get on your TBR. I did forget I wanted to get this one on my TBR until like 10 minutes ago, but I do really want to read this one. So I've got Uzumaki by Junji Ito. This is my first Junji Ito book. I don't really know what to expect. There's a lot of spirals in this. I know it's going to be quite strange, but it starts with a vowel. So this is going on the TBR. I have one book left to pick. Please be nice to me. Give me any book. Don't give me difficult. I can't do difficult. Okay, we'll re-roll from that spot. 2, 1, 2, people and places. It was so close to you. The final roll is set somewhere I want to visit. Well, you know what? I would actually like to visit the hotel The Shining set in because I know you can go to that hotel. I don't know exactly where it is. I'm going to check that. Is it in America? I mean, I know that the film is set in America and the book is set in America. Okay, I've just Googled quickly and the hotel in The Shining, whilst it was filmed in Hertfordshire, England, the outer part of the exterior of the hotel is filmed in Northern Oregon. Now, Oregon is in America, which is somewhere I would like to visit. And also, I would like to be able to visit the actual hotel from The Shining, because that just sounds really cool. I've seen pictures and videos from people that have visited it, and it genuinely is somewhere that I would be interested to visit, so I'm gonna go grab The Shining! Okay, the reason I've been so desperate to try and get this book on my TBR is because last year when I was looking for The Fear, this was recommended to me again and again and again as King's scariest book. Now, I've read a couple of Stephen King books before and haven't really been too scared by them. I have watched the film for this, I know what happens in it, so I don't know if that's going to remove the fear for me, but I have to give it a go. If it's Stephen King's scariest book and Stephen King is known for horror, then I have to give this a go. Let me know if you disagree in the comments, if you think it is his scariest book or not, or what you think is, please let me know. And also if you have any general recommendations for me with the fear in them. But for this prompt, I am going for The Shining by Stephen King. That's my TBR complete. I think hang on, is it? I'm going to check that I've worked this out right. That is my TBR complete. It's a 7-book TBR. We have got Imaginary Friend by Stephen Chbosky for a book that is over 500 pages. We have got Shirley Jackson's We Have Always Lived in the Castle for a classic. The Amityville Horror by Jay Anson for a book with a cover I don't like. The Woman in Black by Susan Hill for something similar to my current read's title. Any Book Gave Me Days at the Murasaki Bookshop by Satoshi Yagasawa. Uzumaki by Junji Ito is for a book that starts with a vowel. And Stephen King's The Shining is for a book set somewhere I would like to visit. So that is my TBR. It's a little bit of a weightlifting stack, not gonna lie. It's just started really tipping it down with rain as well. Can I just start this TBR now? I am so excited to read all of these actually. Even The Woman in Black, which I didn't necessarily want to get on this TBR, I'm still really excited because I just love this time of year and I love delving further into the horror genre and just discovering more about it. I'm sure this is probably going to grow and change a little bit as well with the books that I buy next week because I just can't stop myself. I'm so excited. Every year for the past 3 years I have gone to Oxford and filmed a video buying horror books in Oxford, and this year that's exactly what I'm doing, so I'm really looking forward to it. So watch that, keep an eye out if you haven't already seen it. Will it be live? No? I don't think it will. Keep an eye out, it'll be coming, so hit the little bell icon and the subscribe button to be notified when that goes live because it's always a fun time. Anyway, this is my TBR for October. I'm so excited. Please let me know what you are going to be reading if you are taking part in Fictionary prompts with me. If you ever want to get early access to these prompts, I do share them with my Patreon early to all tiers. That is linked down below if you'd be interested. Thank you so much again, Oodie, for sponsoring this video. Again, you can find anything you need about Oodie linked down below in the description. Thank you for joining me for picking my Fictionary TBR. I will see you in the next one.